Back to Fox and Friends. 3 years later, Seattle's still facing brutal fallout from that failed summer of love as crime and homelessness continues to soar. One local ice cream shop, which once supported the Chop Zone, is now suing the city, claiming its constitutional rights were, quote, overrun by the city's decision to abandon the 10-block area, overtaken by protesters to support a, quote, hostile occupation, while leaving it unchecked by police. Joe Gamaldi is the National Vice President for the Fraternal Order of Police, and he joins us now. Joe, this is really interesting because this ice cream shop owner was all in favor of the summer of love and all the people who took over Chop and what was the other name? Chaz, which was a little jazzier name. But it destroyed that neighborhood, destroyed her business, and now she's mad about it.
Yeah, life comes at you pretty fast. You know, the irony here is sweet because this ice cream shop, who loudly and proudly supported the riots in their city to the tune of giving their employees the day off to participate, they put up signs in their business that say police officers aren't welcome. Well, these hypocrites are now filing a lawsuit for their losses because of the rampant crime and disorder that they openly supported. You know, there's a lot of businesses in Seattle that you should feel sympathy for, but this ain't one of them. I mean, the people at Molly Moo Moo's or whatever the hell they're called, they go ahead and dry those crocodile tears on that lawsuit that they filed because you reap what you sow.
You know, Joe, I live in New York City, and I feel the same way about this town. You know, we do a lot of coverage of the crime and the problems in this city, the sanctuary cities, it just never ends. And the subway, you know, crimes and murders, et cetera. And while I feel sorry for the victims themselves, I don't feel sorry for the city because they continue to vote in these liberals, including their DA, who basically had a communist manifesto as his, you know, campaign website, and they still voted for him.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're seeing rampant crime and disorder in every single urban community that we're seeing. I mean, take Seattle, for example. Their crime rate's through the roof. They're at a 15-year high in 2022 with murders through the roof of 61%. In New York City, you're seeing the same exact thing. And yet we continue to see these same elected officials get elected over and over again. So I implore business owners and your viewers and anybody who lives in these communities, you need to really assess who your local politicians are and what their platform is, because we cannot continue to support this revolving door criminal justice system that has been allowed to destroy our communities.
Yeah, and so have you seen any changes? So you're seeing like this Molly Moon ice cream shop, you know, she's suing to get money for what happened to her and her business. But are you starting to see some like buyers regret at all? I'm not seeing it here, but maybe you're seeing something from your perch as the head of your police organization.
You know, we're starting to see a lot of the community really pay attention to who their local officials are and stepping up and saying, we don't want this anymore. You know, the American people aren't stupid. You can't fool them. That's why we're seeing recall elections in San Francisco. We're seeing them in LA. We're seeing it in Philadelphia. So a lot of people are stepping up and saying, no more. We want safe streets. We want to feel safe taking our kids to school. And we want this rampant crime and disorder, which has led to a rapid urban decay, to stop.
Yeah, and a lot of people voting with their feet and just leaving those cities and those states and leaving behind probably the most radical elements who are not probably likely to do what you and I would do as citizens in those cities. Joe, always great to have you. I love how plain spoken you are. It's very refreshing.
Thanks for having me on.
You got it.